guys, Mr. Carey here. Here we are, we're doing a little multiplication by 2s and 5s. We're just doing our basic skip counts. Today we're going to go into another deep dive into 2s and 5s. Pretty simple ones to start. You might be thinking about this and you think about your first grade teacher. I skip counted by 2s in first grade. Well, I skip counted by 5s in the first grade. Well, this is why. Today is why. There's always a reason why you're doing things, and all the things you learn are gonna, as you grow, be like, oh, that's why we were doing that in third grade. Now I need it for whatever I'm doing in fifth grade. That's how it works. So basically, it's all about skip counting. So what is multiplication? Well, it's counting by equal groups. It's different than adding, because if you were adding like 32 and 28, they're different groups, so you just have to add them. But if you have the same group, like if you're counting by 2s or you're counting by 4s several times, well, that's when you would multiply, okay? So the best way to do multiplication is just by learning your skip counts, and you're just counting by that number that many times. So check this out, I have a hundreds chart. We're going to start off with our 2s today. So when we're multiplying by 2s, our big number is going to be 24. The reason that is because we are, that is 12 times 2 is 24. And in third grade, you have to go up to your 12 times tables. So we're just counting by 2s. Follow along. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Say it with me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So now think about this. Say I had to multiply 6 times 2. Or 2 times 6. Well, we don't know how to count by 6s yet, so just count by 2s 6 times. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So use your fingers to keep track so you know when to stop. Okay, say I was doing 2 times 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 2 times 5. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's just 5 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. See, I was doing 2 times 11. Just go 11 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Now turn that around. Say I was going by, so those are the 2s. Pretty easy stuff, right? Just counting by 2s. Use your fingers to keep track of how many 2s you have. And so if I'm doing 7 times 2, just stop when you have 7 fingers up, and what's coming out of your mouth, that is the answer, okay? Now, on the other hand, let's move on to 5s. So if I'm going by 5s, our big number is going to be 60, right? 60 is 12 5s, so just counting by 5s. Notice the pattern. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Notice all these are what we call multiples. When you're counting by 5s, they all end with 5 or end with 0, right? And you can keep going, but you don't have to. This is our big number, 60. 5 times 12 is 60. That's where we stop right now. Later we'll get bigger ones later on as we go. So you're just counting by 5s. And when I was a kid, my mother used to tell me, whenever there's multiplication, like 11 times 5, or 5 times 12, or whatever, always count by 5, because 5s are so easy to count by. You've been able to do this since probably kindergarten, right? So say I had to do 5 times 8, just go by 5 8 times. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, right? Say I had to do 4 times 5, just go by 5 4 times. 5, 10, 15, 20. Say I had to do 5 times 2, and you could say, well, should I go by 2s or should I go by 5s? Well, it's up to you. You could go by 5s, 5, 10, or you could go by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Either way, your answer is going to be 10 because of the commutative property. Say I do 5 times 11. Just go by 5s 11 times. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Now the trick is, some kids don't like to use their fingers. Those are the kids that make mistakes. Use your fingers, and that's how you will keep track of your skip counts. So if it's anything times 2, go by 2s. If it's anything by 5s, go by 5s, okay? And I also want to show you one other type of question you're going to see. In today's work, you're going to see something where there'll be like a missing space. Let's say, okay, 5 times blank is 20, or 2 times blank is 18, or 5 times blank is 40. So how you solve these ones is you count by, well, I always like to think about this as like something. Well, 5 times something is 20, so let me just count by 5s to 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. So 5 times 4 is 20. Or 2 times something is 18. Well, let me just count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 9. So 2 times 9 is 18. Or 5 times something is 40. Just go by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 5 times 8 is 40. So that's how you find the missing ones. You just go by the 5 or the 2, and you're going up to your answer. It's just another way of doing a question, okay? All right, today's lesson should be a piece of cake for you. Let me know at the Google Meet any issues you have, or if you're not your classroom teacher, let your teacher know at the Google Meet any issues you're having, and talk soon. All right, have a great day, guys.